vineyards, all that. That was the Mexican people. Y'all are a hard-working people. The Bible is trying to explain that that's who that's going to be in the last days. Read.
And he saw that rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant.
So when the Mexican people work hard, right? Normally, most of the time they take a well-deserved nap, a break. Why? Because they work so hard. They know it's known as the siesta. They take that break due to the hard work that they do, right? And once they take that little nap, they back up and at it again. That's how they are. That's the consistency of the Mexican people. Like I said, it's recorded in the Bible. Read.
And the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and became a servant unto tribute.
So what happened? You guys were working so hard, the Europeans seen the work ethic. They like, whoa, these people right here, there ain't no other people on the face of the earth that we have seen work as hard as these people. We know what we're going to do. We're going to formulate plans to exploit them from their labor. That's where that cheap labor come from. That's where the cartel, all this different thing, they use y'all qualities and turned it against y'all. Now they paying y'all cheap wages. Now they picking y'all up behind Home Depot. They doing all these things to y'all because they exploited y'all. Well, how did they do it? By the conquistadors. Hernan Cortez came over and seen the Mexican people, exploited them, and put them under tribute. We're going to have them work for us now. You get what I'm saying? This is your history in the Bible. This is your history in the Bible, right? Because you bowed down to them. You feel what I'm saying? You went unto tribute. Give me Deuteronomy. Hold that real quick. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Real quick. So what was it about the Aztecs, right, that made God allow the conquistadors to come over there and put them into captivity? When you think about the Aztecs, this is something that the Aztecs was doing. They went into idolatry. They started to worship the sun. They became known as the sun worshipers, right? By them doing that, they went against God. Remember when I told you y'all the Mexican people are God's chosen people? One of the commandments is, one of the first ones is, don't bow down to any other God. Don't have no other God before me, except him, right? Because he's a jealous God. But when the Mexicans or the Aztecs came over onto this side of the world, they went away from the laws of God and started to serve the sun. God got mad, and this is what happened. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So remember, God gave the Mexican people's commandments to keep, to be his holy people, right? But he said, if you go outside those commandments, then something was gonna happen. I'm gonna show you one of the commandments my brother right here is keeping. You see this right here? You see that on the bottom of his shirt? Did you know that that's actually a commandment written in the Bible that the Mexican people was keeping? Huh? That's your family? That's your cousin? All praises. What's his name? Hey, Miguel. What's his name? Eddie. Miguel. I want to show you something real quick. You know how special that is right there that you got on your shirt? That's this right here. What is it?
They call it culture.
Your culture, right? Like, you know that culture is written in the Bible? This right here. You see this right here? Look at all the men around. We wearing the same thing. The thing is, why are we wearing it, Miguel? Elvis. That's our root, but what does it mean?
It means where I come from.
Okay, I'm going to show you what it means according to God, because remember what I said.
In the garden, tell me what it is.
Okay, I got you. Give me that. This is one of the commandments that we decided not to keep, right? You see Elvis, he wearing his, right? But where are yours? You need some scissors, right? We supposed to be keeping them. But this is the problem. This is one of the commandments that we went away from. Read.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
So he says, speak unto the children of Israel. Did he say speak to the Mexicans? Did he say speak to the black man? He says speak to the children of Israel. Now when he speaks, what is he going to tell the children of Israel? Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes.
They make them what?
Fringes.
Miguel, those are fringes. God told the children of Israel to make them fringes. Read.
In the borders of their garments.
In the borders of their garment. In the bottom of their garments, you're going to make fringes, right? Now, this is the reason why we make them. Read.
Throughout their generation.
Throughout their generation. So as long as God's chosen people are on the face of the earth, they're supposed to be wearing fringes. This is the commandment that God gave us. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So the only thing yours is lacking is the ribbon of blue right here. He said, tell the children of Israel to put them fringes on the border of their garments. Read. This is the purpose.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So that's the purpose of the fringe. We're supposed to put the fringes on our clothing, much like how you see right here, how they got theirs, right? How we got ours. The reason why we wear fringes is because they're supposed to remind us to keep God's commandments. What was the reason why we kept the commandments? Because remember, we were a holy people. We were holy. We were holy to God. Now I'm gonna give you another commandment, right? You know, Leviticus 21:5. Another commandment, right? Did you know our people were supposed to wear beards? We supposed to wear beards. That's a commandment that we supposed to keep. But Miguel, you see how Elvis' beard is? That's how it's supposed to look. They might be drinking or something. Hey, Elvis, follow me, right? That's a commandment. That's a commandment that we're supposed to keep. And I'm going to show you how we're supposed to keep it. Because what's wrong with Miguel's? What's wrong with Miguel's beard? Right. Let's see what the Bible says. Let's see what the Bible says. Read.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 21, and verse 5. Thou shalt not make baldness upon their head.
So we're not supposed to shave off our heads. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corners of their beards.
It says, neither shall we shave off the corner of our beards. Okay, nice to meet you, Miguel. But remember, listen, Miguel, before you go, read this part again.
They shall not make baldness upon their head. Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
You're not supposed to shave the corner of your beard. So you got to shave, you got to grow your beard out. You got to grow your beard out, Miguel, because you're chosen. You're one of God's chosen people. The Mexican people are one of the greatest people on the face of the earth. Okay, but when you got to put yourself in a position. I got you. But hey, look, either you're gonna serve God or you're gonna serve that job. It is what it is. No, you got to do what God tells you. I'm not gonna tell you not to do what God says. You are a son of God. It don't matter what they tell you. You got to put in a religious accommodation or something. I did. That's why I grew mine out. I had to lose a job for my beard. So I'm going to serve God either way it goes. Okay, take care of business. You black Hispanics and natives, Mexican people, come and learn who you are to God. Come learn what God expects of you. You're not supposed to be walking around just as a regular people. God put you above all people on the face of the earth. How do you live like you're supposed to be the greatest people on the face of the earth? Give me Psalms chapter 19 and verse 7. Let's see what the expectation that God has for the Mexican people. Are they supposed to be regular? Are they supposed to be evil? Are they supposed to be at the bottom of society? Let's see. Read what you got.
The book of Psalms chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
The Bible says the laws of God is perfect. The laws of God is perfect. Read.
The laws of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
The laws of God are perfect, and they convert the soul. Right. Give me that to who the laws was given to. My brother right here. My brother. Okay. You are the greatest people on the face of the earth. The Mexican people are the greatest people on the face of the earth. Now let's see why they're great. God gave laws that are perfect. He gave those perfect laws to a certain people. Let's see who he gave them to.
The book of Psalms chapter 147 and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob.
He showeth his word unto Jacob. Read.
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He showed his statutes and judgments, or his laws, to Israel. That law of perfection was only given to the children of Israel. You Mexicans. So what does God expect of you? He expects you to be a perfect people unto himself. Read.
He hath not dealt so.
He hath not dealt so. Read.
With any nation.
With any other nation. That's how special you are to the Most High God. You so-called Mexican people. You are the greatest people on the face of the earth. Read.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
They have not known them. Give me Matthew chapter 5, verse 48. Let's get some more on what Christ expects from the Mexican people. You're not a regular people. You're not a regular race. You're not subject to celebrating a holiday that has nothing to do with your greatness. Read.
The book
people to be perfect. But how do you be perfect? According to the laws of God. This comes from the mouth of Christ. Read.
Even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
That's because your Father is God.
That's right.
You're not a regular man, Mexican man.
Right.
You're not a regular woman, Mexican woman. You are the children of the Most High God.
That's right.
The Mexican people belong to God. You are God's chosen people.
That's
Give me
right.
that in Deuteronomy 18:13.
Bring it out.
The laws of God is what's supposed to make us perfect. The laws of God, hold that. Give me Romans 7:14. My brother, Hermano. What's his name? Eddie. Bro, let me show you something real quick. This is supposed to be the way that the Mexican man lives on earth today. Read.
The book of Romans chapter 7 and verse 14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. Verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy.
The Bible says the law is holy. That's how we're supposed to be. The reason why God gave us laws, the Mexican people laws, is because he expected you to be a holy people. Perfect unto himself. Read.
Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just, and good.
You Mexican people, this is the standard that God required of you. He wanted you to be a holy, a just, and what's the last one?
And good.
And a good people. That's the requirement. That's the expectation that God had for the Mexican people, my brother. Y'all are supposed to be a holy people separated to God. Yeah, you. You are God's chosen people. God called you Mexicans to be holy unto himself. Now give me the law. Deuteronomy 18, verse 13.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 18 and verse 13. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God.
You hear that, brother? Bro, God commanded you to be perfect. He made the Mexican people above all people on the face of the earth. That's recorded in the Bible and we can prove it. Your people, the Mexican people, are one of the greatest people on the face of the earth. And God has requirements for you to fulfill that. Give me that. Now give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. But this is the reason why the Mexican people cannot fulfill what God commanded them to fulfill. Because it's something that they don't know. They don't understand the significance of keeping the laws of God. Therefore, they live in the condition that they live today. Read.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is the future prophecy to the so-called black Hispanics and natives. The Bible says, if you did not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God, read.
To observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
So that's how you hearken to God, by observing and doing his commandments. Read.
Which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these curses were going to come upon the Mexican people because they did not want to keep God's laws. Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake
What is
thee.
a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family.